What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your man,
OG,
y'all already know what it is. We got
OG.
some Corey on deck with the 5150 show. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
I don't know where it's going to go with that. As we all know, the other legal matter, big time, going on right now in the news is the Diddy trial. It is officially underway. Out of 600 jurors, they have to break it down to that 12 plus the little side 6. So,
Don't nobody know how he look now. Have you seen that picture?
Wait, this is what I was gonna. This is what
Go
I was
ahead,
gonna.
D.
This is actually where I was going on, actually, and nothing else on the case. But the sketch artist is. The sketch artist has everybody laughing because those drawings of how he looks, because of course cameras are not allowed inside, but as you can see that he is full on white hair and beard.
Unbelievable.
Now, some folks are saying that either he completely dyed both his beard and hair entirely all those years, because how is it all of a sudden just turned fully white, or because it's completely white, the hair and the beard. A lot of folks are speculating that maybe his legal team had him fix the rest of it so that he can gain some sort of compassion or some sympathy.
Just a look.
Sympathy, like he's an older man, like an old man.
Right.
So, but everybody's making fun of the sketch artist drawings because they are hilarious. I was like, who is that? Anyway.
Take that.
Yeah, he's fully white, like white hair, white beard.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
So I don't know.
Jury duty for Diddy.
And they are really asking them some questions. So they are, if you go online, you can see all the things they're asking the jurors, how they've gotten rid of some jurors so fast. Yeah, like one juror was actually they tried to say, oh, we can't have her here because she was actually at the Stampede. Remember when he was in college and he had one of his first...
That sketch artist is trash.
Damn!
That shit look like John Gotti.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what they said he had. He had a navy sweater on with a white shirt, but that's him.
That look like Bill Cosby dad on the Cosby Show.
Who is that?
Boy, you stupid.
Yeah.
Who the f***
I know what you talking about. That's why
I'm
laughing.
telling you, it's hilarious. The sketch artist is keeping everybody out
They
there.
said that's Chicken George from Roots.
Oh my God.
Frederick Douglass Diddy.
Yeah, that's great.
They stupid,
Oh my
man.
God. Anyway, so we'll see what unfolds with all that. But they're saying that by maybe the end of next week, that they maybe will have the full on jury selection. So anyway,
that shit left-handed.
All right, a lot going on here with the Diddy trial. First off, he got offered a plea deal, and he rejected it. And what I'm hearing is that he got offered 15 years. So Puffy, he 55 now. He would have been out, if he'd have took this plea deal, he would have been out in when he was about 70 years old. So the thing about it is, and this is a federal case, and I'm familiar with federal cases because I was brought up on federal case, conspiracy with intent to sell. But with these federal cases or whatnot, he facing 15 to life.
damn.
Now, if you get found guilty, then you're going to get the high end of the sentence, meaning that you're going to get that life. So, it's kind of dangerous with going to trial. But Puffy said, skip that, stuff that box up. Let's get these jurors up in here. The other scary thing about it is that it's you against the United States of America.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? You probably have a better chance if it's you against the state of Michigan, the state of Ohio, or the state of New York. But you got the whole United States against you. That's what it says on your indictment paper. Your name versus the United States of America. And when I seen that on my indictment, I was like, man, how could I win against the whole United States of America?
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
It's like, what? This is crazy. But he declined the offer as far as that plea deal. Puffy facing accusations of rape, abuse, assault, dozens of civil lawsuits from multiple alleged victims. The judge didn't give him no bail. He tried to get bail multiple times, but each judge shot him down. Right now they're in a phase of jury selection, and they're turning down a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? With cases like this, or any case in a federal pen, but this is a popular case, so it's gonna be hard to select jurors for this case because you know, a lot of people, they already got their own opinion or whatever. But his charges is racketeering, conspiracy, and that's what I was charged with, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Did he do it? That's the question that everyone wants to know, as today, Monday, May 5th, marks the beginning of the Diddy trials. This morning, jury selection started in one of the toughest districts in the nation, the Southern District of New York. Sean Diddy Combs is currently facing a 5-count federal indictment, and these charges stem from allegations that Combs operated a criminal enterprise under the guise of his entertainment empire, coercing women into what is oftenly referred to as freak-offs. If he is found guilty, he faces a minimum of 15 years behind bars and a maximum of life. Unfortunately, this will not be broadcasted live like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard court trial because of federal court restrictions, but we will be getting periodical updates along with sketches like we got this morning. Sean Diddy Combs was reported to walking into the courtroom this morning in a calm demeanor, hugging his lawyers. Now, after they pick the jury today, opening statements are expected to start tomorrow or at the latest next Monday, May 12th.
Now, I ain't never heard that before. Transportation to engage into prostitution. That's my first time hearing that, but, you know, they gonna stick anything they can stick on you, even if they gotta make stuff up as they go. Y'all know how they do it. But they got Casey Ventura, you know, the woman that he paid off, they got her as a witness, and they got her as victim one. But they got a whole lot of victims, and, you know, probably a lot of these people just send it for the money or whatever. They mentioning a lot of celebrities, which I got videos to show you that, you know, other people, they done their research and they following this case.
It is day 2 of the Diddy trial and jury selection continues. Let me give you the big updates that are happening this morning. The first thing that I want to do is give you guys the names that have come up during jury selection. We're talking Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, Cassie Ventura, Kid Cudi, Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, Dallas Austin, Lauren London, and Dawn Richard. Now, the first thing I want to say is bear in mind that just because their name was mentioned doesn't mean that they were complicit in some illegal activity. For example, Michael B. Jordan was mentioned because of the relationship that he had with Cassie, where Diddy allegedly threatened him. The same type of thing goes for Michelle Williams, obviously for Cassie Ventura, and Kid Cudi, he allegedly blew up his car. Now, as for why Mike Myers and some of the others were mentioned, they haven't given us those reasons yet. Now, at the end of the day yesterday, after interviewing over 50 potential jurors, 19 moved forward, and all of them are in the age range of 30 to 75 years old. Now, going into today, they've already dismissed 5 potential jurors, with only one so far having made it to the next round. One of them was dismissed because he said that he believed that Diddy could buy his way out of jail. Now, the last thing that I want to say is that it is very early in today's jury selection. I expect a lot of new information to come out today, and I'll be right here to give you guys those updates as soon as it does.
Again, this is a federal case. My experience with having a federal case is that it don't make no difference how much money you got. The federal government got a conviction rate of 98%. So if you getting indicted by the feds, then it's likely that you're going to jail or that you get convicted. Few people have won their cases, but not that many people go to trial. Because just like I said in the beginning, if you lose, then they're going to be trying to stick it to you because you spending their tax money or whatever, their tax dollars, and you wasting their time. You know you guilty.
Guilty. That nigga is guilty.
That's how they think anyway. I've done 5 years in a federal prison. I was in Milan, Michigan, Elkton, Ohio, and Lexington, Kentucky was my last joint I was at. I did transfer through Atlanta, so I was like in the holding where they hold you at next to the prison in Atlanta. Man, these people don't play. As far as with the federal government, they don't play. They've been doing investigations on him. They got a lot of people out here telling on him and whatnot. These are all accusations. I'm not saying he guilty. I'm not saying he not guilty. I guess we'll see when all this stuff unravels. I kind of see why he probably, didn't take the deal, because he's 70 years old. It's like you almost up out of here. You're an elderly person. So I guess he skip that. I might as well go ahead and stuff this box up. I might as well go ahead and go to trial and try these people. But me, myself, my opinion about it, I don't think he got a chance in hell. You got to know who you're dealing with here. These people, they run this country, and if they said you did something and they got laws or whatever that they feel like you broke, because they can just put anything on you. Let's not be ignorant. These people are corrupt themselves. And Puffy, he played them games, and if you play, you got to pay. Off the rip, you got to pay. It don't make no difference how much money that you got. I always tell people, like, you feel like that's your money? It's they goddamn money, man. They goddamn faces on the front of that money. They can take that shit anytime they want to, and have your ass locked up just like Puffy with some charges on you or whatever. And what can Puffy do with that money? That's the government money now. As far as as I'm concerned, that's the goddamn government money. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole Diddy case. Y'all think he gonna beat this case? Or do y'all think he not gonna beat this case? Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comments.
What's up, OG?
It's your man. Y'all already know what it is. To the next video is Ghetto Talk. Up out of here. Peace.